Okay, now lecture number 14, 4.7.4 topic, energy level diagram for molecular orbitals. This is a very easy topic and scoring too. Okay, you are scored in these particular molecular orbital diagrams. So energy level diagram for, just you see, you have to remember H2, He2, Li2, C2 and N2 molecule. Take a screenshot of this particular diagram, which is a very easy. Remember that 1s orbital of these two atoms having a lower energy, then 2s orbital having higher energy, then 2px, 2py, 2pz orbital. Just you see according to the sequence. Orbital just reach above side, so energy is increases. So write this energy, increasing energy. This is considered as increasing energy. Now, if you want to draw any energy level diagram or say molecular orbital diagram, at that time you have to write here atomic orbital and here also atomic orbital of any atom. Suppose here hydrogen is there, write down hydrogen same way. Okay. Suppose here He is there, here He. Suppose here Li is there, Li. Suppose here carbon is there, carbon. Suppose nitrogen is there, nitrogen. And this is a molecular orbital. This is a molecular orbital. Remember, suppose don't see it here. And here just you see molecular orbital of any, that is H2 molecule, He2 molecule or Li2 molecule or C2 molecule or N2 molecule. Just our criteria is that this sigma 1s bonding, this sigma 2s bonding, pi 2x, pi 2py, which having the same energy, and this sigma 2pz, this molecular orbital having a same, and we can say that having a same, we can say that bonding molecular orbital. They are considered as bonding molecular orbital. Those are, we can say that below, they are considered as bonding molecular orbital. Okay, this is considered as bonding molecular orbital. This is considered as bonding molecular orbital. This is also bonding molecular orbital. This is also bonding molecular orbital. Same way, this particular we can say higher energy, sigma star 1s, sigma star 2s, sigma 2pz, sigma star 2pz, which having higher energy, and that's why they are considered as anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So energy is increasing, just like in your just in book it is written sigma 1s bonding, sigma 1s bonding lower, then we can say that sigma star 1s, then sigma 2s bonding, then sigma star 2s strength. Okay, and then we have to write same energy, that means less than pi to px is equal to pi to py. This is for bonding. Now less than sigma to pz less than pi star. Once again, here I write pi star to px is equal to pi star to py. Okay, yes, stack. Okay, stack is already there, so don't bother. You have to write bonding. Okay, same way you have to write less than sigma star to pz. So sigma star 2pz having a more energy, just you see increasing energy, and this is how we can say that energy according to, we can say that lower energy of sigma 1s bonding and higher energy of sigma star 2pz orbital. Okay, so this sigma 1s bonding containing lower energy, sigma star 2pz orbital containing higher energy. So this is true up to N2. Now what is the reason behind it? Because you know that nitrogen containing into px, 2py, 2pz orbital, they are half filled. 3 electrons is filled here, 3 electron filled is here. Now in oxygen, next electron entered into px and here also entered into px, and that's why we can say that energy level is changed. This energy, that pi to px, pi to py, this sigma to pz orbital from this side and pi to px, pi to py from this side. So due to, we can say that BMO, in a BMO, suppose this change is there, then we can say that it is a true energy level diagram for Which one? It is a true energy level diagram for O2, F2, Ne2. Is it clear? Once again I repeat. Suppose you consider here one electron here, 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 one electron here. According to Hund's principle, you know that Hund's rules, electron is just to give according to, we can say that this way, okay, once again this way, and just we fill that this way. This is a true for oxygen. We can say this is a true for nitrogen. Sorry, but when we consider here one electron more at a time, you know that these paired electron having lower energy, and that's why this pi to px, pi to py come above side, and sigma to pz come below side. This change, if you remember, then you are able to draw any energy level diagram. Okay, up to H2, He2, Li2, C2, N2. Okay, all these molecules is given in our textbook. But any diagram up to atomic number 1 to 10, you are able to draw. So this is, we can say that sequence according to energy level diagram for H2, He2, Li2, C2, and N2 molecule. Draw like this way. Just you see, 1s is there according to this way, 2s is there according to this way. Remember by this, we can say that therefore, once again therefore, okay, or you just prepare one prism type structure. Just you see, this is a like prism type structure, okay. If prism type structure is there, it is true for H2, He2, Li2, C2 and N2 molecule. Now, suppose we change this order at that time, therefore, because, therefore, and here because, okay. So just you see, it is just like cyclohexane structure. Is it clear? Just like it is a cyclohexane structure. So when cyclohexane come, it is true for, we can say that O2, or say 14 electron above. Remember, N containing 7 electrons, so 7 to the 14 electron. Up to 14 electron, there is a no problem in energy. But when 15 electron or say 16 electron is there, okay, in molecule at a time, this we can say that particular structure is changed in a particular p orbitals. Okay, so this is true for H2 to N2, and this is true for up to 14 electron. If you want to write down up to 14 electron. Okay, and this is above 14 electron. 14 electron not including this. That is 15, 16, 17 including this. So remember by this way. So once again, 1s orbital is here, 1s orbital is here. If they combine or say addition takes place, it gives sigma 1s bonding. And here just you see sigma star 1s. That means what? Here subtraction takes place. So here sigma star 1s. Same way, 2s orbital and 2s orbital of any atom is there. So if they are addition gives this sigma 2s bonding, but subtraction of this 2s orbital gives sigma star 2s. Okay, that is anti-bonding, and energy is higher. Just you see, in 2px, 2py and 2pz orbital, if pi to px and pi to py having the same energy, because they are, we can say that perpendicular to internuclear axis. Okay, but this 2pz orbital which is a, we can say that parallel to internuclear axis, z axis, and that's why we have to put here. Okay, so remember this one. Therefore, our aim is to remember. Okay, therefore, once again, therefore, it is true up to nitrogen or say up to 14 electron. Remember, up to 14 electron. But we can say that 15 electron, 16 electron, 17, 18 electron is there at that time. We can say that this particular energy level diagram is changed. There is a change at here only. So first of all, you write down up to this, up to we can say that N2 molecule. Suppose somebody asks that draw the energy level diagram of N2 molecule, so it becomes very easy for you. Okay, so here I am not explaining here, just it is including in your just earlier next topic. Okay, so this is H2, He2, Li2, C2 and N2 molecule. You draw this particular energy level diagram. Remember this structure. Take a screenshot. Try to give maximum practice of this. Okay, take maximum, we can say, write yourself. This is a very easy, write it completely. And this is, we can say, that energy which is in a decreasing order. Okay, so just you see, this is a sigma 1s bonding, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2pz having a more energy, sigma 1s bonding having a lower energy. So this is BMO, ABMO, BMO, ABMO, BMO, ABMO. That's way we can say that just we divide in two parts, above and below side, and this distance is remain same. Okay, this distance is remain same. So take a screenshot of this and just we switch on towards next topic, that is for, we can say that for O2, F2 and Na2 molecule. Okay, so write it completely. Take a screenshot of this. Remember it. Don't write this. This is only example. Okay. Now just we switch on towards next particular topic according to, we can say that O2, F2 and N2. Now here energy level diagram for O2, F2 and Na2 molecule above 14 electron. Okay, so here according to this, just you see 1s orbital, there is no problem. Sigma 1s bonding, sigma strike 1s bonding, sigma strike 1s anti-bonding, sorry. 2s orbital, sigma 2s bonding, sigma strike 2s, that is anti-bonding. But just you see change in order at here, because just you see here 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, 1 electron, 2 electron and 3 electron is there. Okay, so if we share here, there is no problem. But suppose I give electron at here. Okay, according to Hund's rules. So here, just you see how many electron is there? 8 electron, and that's why this energy is lower. And due to that, this pi 2 px and pi 2 py, this energy is lowered of which one? Sigma 2 pz. So here you have to remember only this one. You have to set 8 electron. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7 and here 8. Don't take here electron. Also don't put electron at here. So this is a, we can say that, electronic configuration, and this stability is correct according to above 14 electrons. Okay. So here just increasing order, not decreasing, but increasing order, sigma 1s bonding less than sigma strike 1s. Just you see its energy is increased. Same way, sigma strike 1s, sigma 2s bonding, sigma strike 2s, sigma 2pz bonding. Okay, but here just you see less than pi 2px is equal to pi 2py. This energy is same. Less than pi star 2px is equal to pi star 2py, less than sigma star 2pz. So this there is a no change in a anti-bonding molecular orbital, but bonding molecular orbital there is a change. Okay, so remember here, just you see, just like cyclohexane structure is there or not. Okay, or suppose you say therefore because, remember two, we can select symbols, prism like structure or cyclohexane structure, or remember mathematical form, therefore for up to 14 electron, and therefore because, we can say that above 14 electron not included. Okay, 15, 16, 17, that's way. So here you have to remember this one, and you have to draw the diagrams also. So take a screenshot of this and remember it. You have to write it completely, and this is one example. Don't write this way, but this is one example of O2 molecule. Suppose I put here 2 electron, 2 electron, 2 electron, 2 electron, then here 2 electron, 2 electron, 2 electron, 2 electron, and this is nothing but molecular orbital diagram of dioxygen. Okay, O2. So you have to draw these particular diagrams, and from that you have to write certain sentences. So first of all, you take a screenshot of this. Remember by this way. Okay, remember by this way. This is above 14 electron, 14 not including 15, 16, 17, 18, that's etc. Okay, and it is a true for homonuclear. Remember, it is only true for, just you see, homonuclear is there, same atom is there. Okay, so homonuclear, we can say that atoms, and this molecule possesses same atom, and that's why energy of this 1s, 1s, 2s is we can say that same. Energy is also same and this distance is also same, and according to that you have to remember, and this is the thing, but energy level diagram for molecular orbitals, and according to we can say that H2 to N2, and next to this slide in this particular session O2, F2 and Ne2 molecule. Take a screenshot of this, remember this structure, write it in your note, practice for this. According to we can say that H2 to N2 and then O2 to Ne2. Okay, and this is you have to remember, and this is increasing order, sigma 1s bonding and sigma star 2p z. Just you see this way, this is a very simple way. Energy is increases when we move upward side, energy is decreases. Bonding molecular orbital possesses lower energy, just you see, and anti-bonding molecular orbital possesses higher energy. And this is a very easy topic. You write it completely, take a screenshot of this. Now we move towards next year topic, just electronic configurations and molecular, another is molecular behavior. Okay, this is a very important topic, and just you write it completely, and remember next lecture is a very important, that means next session is very important. Take a screenshot of this first diagram, and this is the second diagram, and according to that you have to draw the structure. Okay, according to this energy level diagram, write it completely, take a screenshot of this, read from the textbook, and BMO means what? This lower is BMO and this higher just above side is that ABMO. Remember this, it is a new from your side, you have to remember it. Okay, and this is atomic orbital, this is atomic orbital, and this is a molecular orbital of particular molecule. So take a screenshot of this. Don't forget to write energy, this is a very important. Energy is increasing and above side, 1s orbital having a lower energy, 2px, 2py, but 2pz, sigma star 2pz, just you see molecular orbital having a higher energy. So write it completely, take a screenshot. Now here 4.7.5 electronic configuration and molecular behavior. From this important information, just you see the distribution of particular color. First of all we learn definition. The distribution of electrons among various molecular orbitals is called the electronic configuration of the molecule. Once again, the distribution of electrons among various molecular orbitals is called the electronic configuration of the molecules. Suppose we write here hydrogen, here 1s orbital, here 1s orbital, and same way just we write this way. This is a molecule of H2 molecule, this is hydrogen atom, this is hydrogen atom. Now here this is considered as distribution, the distribution of electrons, one electron here, one electron here. Write down energy, don't forget to write this. Okay, energy is increases, so here one electron is there, here one electron is there. So here this is considered as sigma 1s bonding, and this is sigma star 1s. Okay, straight 1s. So electronic configuration of H2 molecule is sigma 1s bonding. How many electron is there? 2. And sigma star 1s in which 0 electron is there. So this is known as electronic configuration of molecule. This is for H2 molecule. H2 molecule. Remember, H2 molecule. Okay. This is a hydrogen atom. This is also hydrogen atom, and this is H2 molecule. So once again, the distribution of electrons among various molecular orbitals is called the electronic configuration of the molecule. From this important information, we can say that from this important informations regarding your molecule, first is stability of molecules. Just we see, first is stability of molecules. Remember this particular sequence. So here stability means what? Suppose number of electron occupying in bonding orbital is denoted by Nb, and number of electrons occupying electron in anti-bonding orbital is considered as Na. At that time, first is that, suppose we think first thing that Nb is greater than Na, Nb is greater than Na, the molecule is stable. Remember this one. Nb is greater than Na, the molecule is stable. Second, Nb is less than Na, the molecule is unstable. You know that BMO, that is bonding molecular orbital, having a lower energy, and this lower energy is a stable, but this higher energy is unstable. Remember by this way. Once again, Nb is greater than Na, the molecule is stable. Nb is less than Na, the molecule is unstable. Remember it. This question asked many times in competitive exam also. So this is a very, very important part. And what is Nb? Electron present in a bonding orbital. And Na, electron which is present in a anti-bonding orbitals. Okay. So this is considered as here sigma 1s bonding and sigma star 1s bonding. Sigma star 1s, sorry. 2 electron is here and here 0 electron, and that's why here 2 electron is there, and that's why we can say that this is Nb and this is Na. So 2 minus 0, okay, 2 minus 0 and divided by 2, and this is nothing but bond order that we want to learn later on, and that's why this H between hydrogen atom, we can say that single bond is present. Okay, that we explain later on in this particular important information. So in case 1, we can say that in case 1, more bonding orbitals are occupied, and so the bonding influence is a stronger and stable molecule results. Write it completely. More bonding orbitals are occupied, and so the bonding influence is the stronger and stable molecule results. In second, we can say second case, the anti-bonding influence is stronger, and therefore the molecule is unstable. Write it completely. This is a very, very important in a competitive exam. Which sentence is correct from the following? Which sentence is wrong from the following? False from the following? That type of question is asked. And at that time, this particular one sentence they write, and according to that you have to remember. So in case 1, more bonding orbitals are occupied, and so the bonding influence is stronger and stable molecule results. In 2, the anti-bonding influence is stronger, and therefore the molecule is unstable. So this is the information regarding, we can say that electronic configuration and molecular behavior, stability of molecules. So take a screenshot of this. This is one example. Write it completely. Now here, next information, important information, bond order. Bond order is defined as Nb minus Na divided by 2. So here, 1/2 the difference between the number of electrons present in the bonding and the anti-bonding orbitals. Okay. Once again, 1/2 the difference between the number of electrons present in the bonding and the anti-bonding orbitals. So bond order is equal to 1/2 Nb minus Na. Very simple formula. You have to remember it. Okay. And a positive bond order, that means what? What is the meaning of bond order? This hydrogen having single bond, this nitrogen having triple bond, this oxygen having double bond, this fluorine having single bond, this bond order. Okay. Initially just we discussed about Lewis dot structure, but now we know how many bond is present between two atoms. So this is very important. So bond order is equal to 1/2 Nb minus Na. A positive bond order, that means suppose you calculate it and bond order is positive, then Nb greater than Na. Okay. A positive bond order, that is Nb greater than Na, means stable molecules. It is a stable molecules. But a negative bond order, that is Nb less than Na or 0. This is not sodium, remember Na, anti-bonding, or 0, that is Nb is equal to Na. Bond order means unstable molecules. If Nb less than Na or Nb is equal to Na, okay, at that time in negative bond order or 0 bond order is there, means an unstable molecule is, that particular molecule is unstable molecule. Okay, so positive bond order means stable molecule, negative bond order means unstable molecule, or 0 bond order means unstable molecule. So remember it. This is a very, very important information from electronic configurations and we can say of molecular orbital. Okay, so write it completely. Take a screenshot. Once again, very easy topic. Third is the nature of bond. In bond order also stability of molecules also Nb and Na take part. So here, nature of the bond. Integral bond order values of 1, 2 or 3 correspond to 1 means single bond, 2 means double, or 3 means triple bonds respectively. That means what? Suppose hydrogen and hydrogen between single bond is present. This is considered as single bond. Between oxygen and oxygen double bond is present. Between nitrogen and nitrogen triple bond is present. That information we also we can say that see from this electronic configuration and molecular behavior, in which we can say that particular between two atoms which type of bond, single bond is there, double bond is there, or triple bond is there. We cover this information. Okay, so this is a very important nature of the bond. And next one is fourth one is a bond length. Okay, and then magnetic behavior. Okay, so write it completely, take a screenshot. Now here another information regarding bond length. The bond order between two atoms in a molecule may be taken as an approximate measure of bond length. This is a very easy. Bond order is directly, we can say that inversely proportional to bond length. So the bond length decreases as bond order increases. Remember this one. This is a very important. Bond length decreases as bond order increases. Suppose in competitive exams I ask this question. Ask this question in this way: decrease, decrease, increase, increase, decrease, increase, increase, decrease. Which sentence is correct from the following? 4 marks. So this way question is asked. So remember this one: the bond length decreases as bond order increases, and this bond length is nothing but the bond order between two atoms. The bond order between two atoms in a molecule may be taken as an approximate measure of bond length. Okay, so this is inversely proportional. Remember, the bond length decreases as bond order increases. So write it completely. And now next one is a magnetic nature, and which is the last one. Now here, fifth and last important informations regarding magnetic nature. This is a very easy topic once again, and it carried out half marks also. Remember this one. If all the molecular orbitals in a molecule are doubly occupied, that means in a middle part just we see 2 electrons, okay, 2 electrons is present, paired electrons is present, are doubly occupied, the substance is a diamagnetic, repelled by magnetic field. Remember, repelled by magnetic field. Okay, repulsion takes place according to magnetic field. An example is N2 molecule. That one we'll see later on, don't bother, because we have to draw molecular orbital diagram of N2 molecule. However, if one or more molecular orbitals are singly occupied, that means there is any unpaired electron is present, or in case of 1 or 2 or say 3, okay, according to 1 or 2 unpaired electron is there, okay, only singly occupied, the substance is paramagnetic, attracted by magnetic field. An example is O2 molecule. Remember this one. This is attracted by magnetic field. Example is a paramagnetic. And remember by this way: unpaired electron, paramagnetic. Remember by UP, up. Unpaired electron, paramagnetic, and then you are easily say that paired electron is there, it is a diamagnetic. Remember, don't say PP. Paired electron, paramagnetic is wrong. Unpaired electron, paramagnetic, and paired electron is there. Paired electron, it is considered as a diamagnetic. Okay, diamagnetic, and this is considered as paramagnetic. Very simple way. UP. Remember this way, because in MCQ question many times asked this question. So you remember this one. If all the molecular orbitals in a molecule are doubly occupied, the substance is a diamagnetic, repelled by the magnetic field. An example is N2 molecule. However, if one or more molecular orbitals are singly occupied, the substance is paramagnetic, attracted by magnetic field. An example is O2 molecule. So this is all about, we can say, electronic configuration and molecular behavior. Just we discuss this topic according to, suppose this question asked in 2 marks, so you have to write this one. From the electronic configuration and molecular behavior, which particular important informations observe. So first is this stability of molecules, second is bond order, third is bond length, fourth is nature of the bond, and fifth is magnetic nature. Don't bother if you change the sequence, there is no any problem. But remember by this way, stability of molecules, then second is bond order, third is the nature of the bond, fourth is the bond length, and fifth is the magnetic nature. So here lecture number 14 now here we complete, and now we see very important topic, energy. So molecular orbital diagrams of particular, we can say that, molecule, which is given in your NCERT textbook. Just we draw that. It carried out 4 marks or it may be 3 marks, okay, according to, we can say that, paper setter. So remember, this is a very important topic, but this molecular orbital diagram is not important in 12th standard. Remember, only for information, at certain stage it is required, and that's why you remember, okay. And this is a, we can say, very important topic which is asked many times in a competitive exam. So prepare this completely, and remember, write it from your NCERT textbook. Thank you very much. Take a screenshot.